What's up, people? Welcome to Duke's United show, and it's that time again. It's the match preview time, and it's Real Sociedad versus Man United away for the biggest game of the Europa Cup so far in the group stages, where we need to win. We need to win by 2 goals as well. And unfortunately, we still don't have Martial back. He's training though, so that's good, Garf. Yeah, it's at least he's training, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I suppose that's a bit of good news. Does he break down again within 45 minutes of a game? We can't rush him back, man. That's the biggest thing, because we need him fit and healthy for the season. So
we need him to come back and actually train and do whatever it is, small little things. Do some prehab. Make sure he's strong in all areas. Strength in the back, lower back. Let's work them lower back muscles. Work your calf muscles. Work your hammies. Stretch. Do everything you need to do. Have a personal gym trainer. If all I care, all I need you to do is stay fit now, because we're starting to talk by settings now, and I don't like it. And I don't like the Varane settings either. So we've got problems with a few of our best players that we need in this sidecar, and it's just not nice, is it?
No, I agree entirely. Obviously, the news that Bailly lasted 8 minutes has just crushed me, because I've been saying for about 4 weeks we should never let him go. We need him. He has
played a lot though this year. I know he got injured in 8 minutes in this one game, but he has played quite a bit this year. So obviously,
is he? I must have missed that, bro. I thought this was his first game for him.
No.
Oh, right. The way I read it, sweet. That's what that makes that a lot better than that. Yeah, the way I read it, it was like it's his first game, 8 minutes in, and he's done. I was like, nah, bro. Fair enough. That's all right.
He's played more than Varane this season, I'm sure. I think he's played more than Varane this year. So
well, then injuries like that happen. Then you know what I mean. That's no problem. But yeah, back to Martial and Varane. Listen, we know about Varane. We were holding out hope that it wasn't going to happen this year, and the injury picked up in that game is so innocuous as well. I know it happens, but why does it keep happening to him? Martial, I do blame Ten Hag, and I blame the coaching staff for clearly rushing him back before he was fit for this one. Whether he was lying about how fit he was, that's a different matter entirely. You know what I mean? But
you know what?
You
know what? It's so tough to blame someone when they get injured. It's a hard thing for me, because I've seen it firsthand with other players. Like we brought in a few players just like that who they're total professionals, total professionals, eat the right food, doing all the right things, gets injured. Emerson Tom, if you remember Emerson Tom, he was an absolute brute. He used to play for Bolton,
No, it's one I've done for once,
Emerson Tom. So just take a look at him if you can find him online, and just bring him up. But he was so professional, unbelievably professional. No fat at all on his body. Man was in the gym all the time. But he got injured all the time. He kept coming back. Kept coming back. We needed him. He plays, injured. Plays, injured. I'm like, oh my days, this is madness. So so I don't blame a player for being injured, if you get what I mean. Some players you can see. Some players, they might not, look after their body. But a lot of players, they're just built a certain way. I remember, I told you the goalkeeper who was at Wolves, Matt Murray. He was a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
He was always injured because his body shape, his body just couldn't handle that kind of stuff. And he just decided, you know what, I call it a day, man. I do everything I can to stay fit, but I just can't stay fit. So let me just call it a day. So and then he went into the punditry for he's on Sky Sports all the time now. So
it's a lucrative market. No, do you know what I do remember this Emerson Tom, the Chelsea fella? I do remember him now. And if you look at his career, you look at his career, mate, and you can tell he's one of them players. You know, he played 17 years, 292 games. You know what I mean? Like usually just always, obviously,
Oh man, it was hurting us when we was trying to. You see what I mean? It hurt us because we were trying to go for promotion to the Prem with Wigan at the time.
It's just Wigan. He only played 15 games for you boys, mate, over 2.5 years, mate. Jeez, wow.
Yeah. I loved him, man. Nice guy as well. Amazing guy. They got football fitness. You know, James, what's happening? And the Thal says Martial's the GOAT again. He loves it. The CEO of Martial FC is in the chat. Yes, that. So Alex Carrington-Kino says massive match tomorrow.
Massive.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, of course. But I think all these guys are the same people we've seen so far, Steve. So we just get them to like it. But anyway, let's move to this game on Thursday. Sociedad are sitting fifth. Sir Carrington Keno is saying exactly what I'm about to bring up. In the league, in the Europa, though, they're currently top, 5 wins from 5, 1 goal conceded. That is absolutely ridiculous, yeah? Unbelievable. Then you look at the league table in Spain, and they're not messing about. Look where they're at. Look where they're at. They're 5th. They are 5th. They are killing it. They've lost
back to back defeats as well. So they've just had a bit of bad form. So they were doing really well, weren't they? They were really.
Take a look at their last 5 games as well, where you can see they lost to Betis recently, just on the 30th on Sunday. But before that, what was the score? Ammonia, they beat Ammonia 2-0, and then they lost to Valladolid.
And Betis are above them as well. Didn't I just see that? But Betis are just 1 place above them. So that's not a horrific result. So it's only the Valladolid result. I was looking through the rest of the result. Yeah, they've been doing all right, man. They've been doing all right. That's to be said.
They set up with 4-1-3-2 formation, and their main man, it keeps scoring goals, is this Mendes, isn't it? This Mendes. Yeah. So he's absolutely on fire. I think you'll find that Mendes has got 7 goals this season. Sorloth's behind him with 5, and then Munoz is on 2, and Kubo's on 2 as well. So that's their 3. That's Kubo there, Mendes, and whoever the others are, I'm not sure. But look,
it's Sorloth out, because that is a bonus for us, because he is a good player. That Sorloth, bro, like good.
Well, look, they came to Old Trafford and they took the points. So end of the day, anyone, even though no matter what team we got out, you know, we had mostly a first team there, and they beat us. Simple as that. I know we weren't playing the best. I know whatever happened, and we probably did. I don't even know if we deserved to lose. We didn't deserve to lose.
We didn't deserve to lose. No,
that wasn't a penalty. I know that.
No.
So yeah, but this guy Mendes, he's the goal scorer. So remember his face. We need to remember his face. Well, I think the boys at the back need to remember his face. Yeah. We've got Fabio says they've got a lot of players out. I hope so. My friend is Lulu Girl says my friend is a real fan, Real fan. You will do well to get 2 goals on their pitch. You know what? That's what I'm worried about, especially the fact that Martial isn't back as well. I would have liked to have seen him back and playing, but if anyone can do it, you can't put it past Cristiano to not be able to do this. I believe he can. If we can give him the chances, or even get him the ball in them danger areas, I believe he can do something, man. He can do something. We've got to be able, and he's played a few games now. So it's not like, it's about time he gets some goals. You know what I mean? So it's just around the corner. You're not going to play too many games in a row without scoring. So I think he scores.
Plus he's got a fabulous record at whatever Real Sociedad's ground is. Like he has, it's something mental, like 12 games there, 19 goals or something stupid like that. He's got a serious record against Real Sociedad. Serious. So I think it's one of the he scored against them more than most other teams. So listen, I'm confident. I know Lulu was just saying that it's going to be tough. We've got nothing to lose. We're coming second if we don't win by 2 goals. So we've got to go out there and absolutely front foot, no worrying about them scoring against us, attack, and just batter them like we did Spurs. You know what I mean? Just put them under constant pressure from the off, everyone doing bits.
Yeah, you know, obviously, it's away as well, isn't it? So it's going to be a small crowd having to back for this. We have to just go there in the Lions Den and get the job done. Simple as that. Yeah. So Alex Kino says, I'm more worried about Varane being out. Me too. I am, but I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right tomorrow. But you know what? What's funny is obviously I want this scenario that we actually get a bigger team next round and then beat them and then move on. Obviously, that's my ideal scenario, because I want to see us play against the big boys. Like, I want to see us play against a Barcelona. I want to see us play against an Atletico Madrid. I want to see them teams, because that's what we want to go to Europe for. But we want to be able to beat them as well. And think about it. Our league's performances so far, our form says that we should be able to mix it with them boys now, to be fair. So let's not be scared of these Barcelonas coming down and these Atletico Madrid people coming down to play us. Let's go out there, bold chest. Let's go and beat them guys if we have to. Because it is going to be a big feat. It's a big job to go out there and win by 2 goals away from home at Real Sociedad. So, yeah, Anyway, what do you think of that, Garf?
I'm back on this idea now that our form is so decent at the moment, and we look like we're doing so well. The next step is just confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 50-50. I don't want the playoffs because I can't be bothered with another 2 games in the season. That's what I don't want. So yeah, I agree with what you're saying, Nathan, about taking on the big boys and smashing them up, especially the way Barcelona are playing at the moment. You know, just end them, just put them out of their misery and end their European run this year.
Yeah,
but I don't want the extra. I don't want the extra 2 games. It's just, I know it sounds silly because the next round's a two-leg knockout as well anyway, but it just puts that extra pressure on you that if you're out, you're out now, you know what I mean? Yeah. You haven't even made it out of the group stage. And I'd just like to, I want to see us to dominate a team. Real Sociedad, as good as they are, as good as well as they're doing, you put our 2 teams on paper against each other without knowing anything else, and our team should be dominating them. It really should. And we're so close, Nath, I think, that it's just coming together. You know what I mean? I agree, Martial and Varane would have made, like, fit and healthy, would have made a big difference in my confidence level. Was that Sir Alex saying that about Varane? Yeah, a big difference in my confidence level. Do we know if Lindelof's back yet?
No, I didn't actually get to see anything. I think it might have been.
I didn't read it. Yeah, I didn't read anything.
Must have spoke about it after West Ham game. I didn't get to see it in the end. So
nothing's been said. Yeah, nothing's been said about Lindelof yet. So I'm guessing it's going to be Maguire. Even though we'll get to the teams in a minute.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That, by the way, Garth, because Anthony's not even travelled, has he?
Has he not? What's wrong with Anthony then?
So he's training and Martial's training. So they're both training at the moment.
Right.
And they both stayed at Carrington. They're both training.
No.
But you've got what have you got?
Sancho.
No Sancho either. He's not well. He's ill. So he's not playing. So our predicted lineup's a bit of a mess this year. This time. But, you know, I'm backing Garnacho to come back in, you know. I'm backing Garnacho to play again. Because they might come up. Do you think they'll sit back and just relax and like try and let's block it all up? Or do you think they're going to try and attack us at times or what?
I don't know. With that formation they play, you presume they're coming on the offensive. That's not the most defensive formation I've ever seen. I'm just reading Lindelof is back. So Lindelof is back. So that's a plus for me.
Good. Yeah, I want to see.
But yeah, no Anthony, no Sancho, no Martial. That means that, yeah, so Garnacho could come in. I would have presumed he'll start with Elanga, though, Nath. I've got this big feeling he will start with Elanga to be more.
I don't want to see it. If we're trying to get 3 goals, I don't want to see it, mate. I'm telling you, we need to get 3 goals. We need to get real attack to this game. And we can't afford to waste time. I think Garnacho showed already that he can be very direct and actually make the right decisions more often than not.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it's going to work more for us in our favour if Garnacho plays. So I'm banking on Garnacho starting now, actually, with all these players out. I'm banking on him starting. So that's one player I'm going to say, you know what, of all the the positions that I'm thinking I don't really know, that's one position I'm banking on Garnacho is starting now, especially at the man of the last game. Why not?
What I'm going to say is this, David, he's on the left. So where are we going with that? Rashford on the right? That's what I'm saying. It'll be Rashford on the left, Elanga on the right, Ronaldo through the centre to start with, man. And then if it ain't working, it has to be. I love Garnacho, you know this, but I can't. Rashford does not work on the right. We know this. Maybe Garnacho can play on the right, though. Maybe Garnacho can play on the right.
That's what I mean. I think he can.
Yeah. So it comes down to it.
He's still playing for me. I don't care where he's playing.
He can play left back. Yeah, no, listen. I mean, look, Patrick has just. I was just quickly reading. I know. Patrick's just saying. I'm not saying that we should be taken for granted. What I'm saying is we are the better team. We are the stronger team. Even with all our injuries, they've got a load of injuries. I'm reading through it. A lot of their best players are out. We have to take them, not lightly, but for what they are, which is the next tier down from us. And we've got to go at them. We've just got to go at them. Because even if we lose, we're still coming in second, aren't we? Sharif, we're still coming second.
Let's take another look at the table again in a sec. They don't need a win. So it will be up to us to take
exactly, Sir Alex. Yeah,
take another look at that Europa table. Yeah, we're way away. We're not coming anywhere other than second or first. So
so we've got to go at him. And if we get beat, we get beat. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Fair play.
Let's go for it. There's nothing to lose, really, is there?
Nothing to lose. No, exactly my point. Yeah.
So let's go for it, boys. You know?
And I don't believe we'll keep the clean sheet either. And that's what I mean about we've just got to smash them. We've just got to go for it. First minute. And if we're 2-0 down at half time, we're 2-0 down at half time. That is what it is, you know what I mean? But we've got to be a little bit crazy on this one tomorrow, you know. And actually go for it. So
Well, we're on the predicted lineups anyway. Let's see what your team is, and you can talk us through what you're thinking now that you know.
Now we're changing it on the fly. All right, so I'm sticking with that team. Now I know Lindelof's back. I'm sticking with exactly that, apart from Anthony, obviously. Got Nacho on the right or Alanga on the right. We've got to go our strongest possible
Who are you going
team.
with? Which one are you going with? You can't say or. Forget the ors.
Do you know what, Nath? I am going Alanga, mate. I'm going Alanga to start with. And then you bring on Garnacho with 30 minutes to go and absolutely dominates them like that. That is how I'd play it. I don't rate Alanga as lowly as you do. I agree with you. He's a squad player. I was well on that hype train after the first 2 games, and you were the one man going like, nah, he hasn't got it. I can see it. Like he's a good player, but he isn't what you're all thinking he's going to be. He's decent, but he ain't like a world beater. He isn't like you say that next tier up. An 84 on FIFA. He's a born 81, and that is how it is. You know what I mean? So, but I would stick with Alanga. Yeah, Rashford on the left, Alanga on the right, Ronaldo up top. We need the strongest team. We need everyone there to perform. I need to see exactly the same sort of performances from Shaw and Dallo that I saw against that I've seen in the last few weeks. Chelsea, Spurs, West Ham. I need to see exactly the same sort of performance. Eriksen, like we had our differences on the game before, but last game was immaculate. I need to see that again. Bruno, a lot of if anyone saw my Monday show, a lot of people again saying that they weren't happy with it. But I come back to that. We wouldn't have scored without Bruno. That cushion headed down to Eriksen. That's what he brings. Yeah, he gives the ball away loads. I know he's frustrating, but when he's on form, he's the best. Honestly, he's the best in class in that position. When he's on form, so there's not much more you can pick there. You know what I mean? Like, there really isn't. Apart from Alanga and Garnacho, that's it. So yeah, it's cool. We need some reinforcements in the summer, don't we? Like in January. And I'd like to see. Do you know what? I'd like to see Donny van der Beek as well, considering we're without Fernandes. We're out for
playing on the weekend.
Because we're without Fernandes at the weekend because he's on the suspension. I'd like to see him get 30 minutes as well. Just build them minutes up, you know what I mean, so that he can start. So
frustrating that, unlike Arsenal, we can't rest players in Europa League games. Say something about our squad. We can, but it just depends which position, because you can rest Shaw for Malacia. Wan-Bissaka's in the squad now. I would even give him a chance, but not in this game. I would give him a chance in the Villa game or something like that if I needed to. Obviously, you've got options at the back with Maguire or Lindelof now. You got Fred. Fred. Let me just get my team up now. I was
going to say Fred, McTominay.
Yeah, exactly. So McTominay can come.
Donny van der Beek in the centre, like we have. But I know where Alex is coming from. It's because we lost that first game. We haven't been able to do it. Because we can't afford to drop any more points. Because now we're in this position where we're coming into literally. It comes down to one game. We've got to score more than 2. And we've got to win. So I understand where he's coming from. But yeah, I do know it would be nice if we could rest a few players here and there for the league. So
well, spot the difference with my team and yours.
You got your picture in the bottom corner, Nath. That's the difference, mate.
And McGreevy gets in. Look, McGreevy's in there. Look.
Oh, you went straight Maguire. Fair play, mate.
Yeah, I think he's going to play. I don't think that he's going to drop him. I think he's just dropped Lindelof and that's it. He's going to just leave him out, and when he's fit, Maguire will play until he obviously has another problem, and then he might come out then. But I hope he continues playing and continues where he left off in the second half, because he improved in the second half. And if he cannot, he can learn to obviously drop back and make sure nobody can get in behind him, he'll be all right. But that's a difficult thing to do when you're on a halfway line. So decision making is important for him, and especially in this game. I want to see him be given the chance to play against these teams, because these are the games where he has to perform to the level which we need. So it will show whether he can or can't do it. I believe he can't against the best of the best teams. I believe he can't. I don't think it's a form thing. I think it's an ability thing. But again, if he's playing, I want him to do well. I want us to keep a clean sheet, as always. Anyone who plays, Fred comes in, he's not my first choice. But if he plays, I want to see him do well. I want to see him score. So yeah. Same with every player. If they come in, I hope they do well. Can
you see a Fred McTominay? I know this is your team, but can you see a Fred McTominay starting tomorrow? Just a bit of energy in that midfield.
No, I can't see it, because you just lose the ability to go forward there.
Exactly, yeah.
Just winning defensive battles and then just losing the ball. So I don't see the point in that, to be fair. We need to have people who can imagine that, Eriksen, what he's all about. He's playing, mate. There's no way you're going to go into a game like this, needing 3 goals, 2 goals, let's say, or maybe 3, and not playing with Eriksen, or Bruno. They've got to both play. So we need 5 players in January, and maybe the summer. Okay, Maguire played well against West Ham. I thought he played okay. He played all right.
This is the thing about Maguire. Yeah, we're saying this is what I was saying about Scott McTominay in the info games. Yeah, he played to the best of his ability, but that still isn't good enough. Like we're not digging him out. I know there's this new wave of like protecting Maguire. He's a professional footballer. He's like he needs to like everyone needs to see what he's doing on the pitch. He got burnt a few times in that game, and that's what we're saying. We're not saying he's awful, but he needs to step up for games like Real Sociedad. He has to play well against the West Hams, and he has to keep that form going. He has to. Otherwise, he has got Lindelof and Varane in the wings. Just like, nah, mate, nah. You know, best thing for Maguire, if he does play, Varane's probably out until after the World Cup. So that means Maguire's got 5 games now to stamp his authority on that position and be like, no, you've got me wrong. You boys have been sleeping on me. Like, I had a bad year. Yeah, I had a bad year, but you boys have been sleeping on me. I can do everything apart from run. So we play it like, you know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's true. But look, there's a lot of defenders who couldn't run before in the past that have had great careers. So
exactly,
it's about positioning. Put yourself in the right position. Be able to, you know, just be able to kill people off and stop them from running. So yeah, just saying he played well like everyone has. Yeah, he did, Barry. Well, he did very well.
You see it with Martinez. His deficiency, he knows it, is being able to battle in the air with the biggest of the big. So what does he do? He doesn't even try it. He just stands behind him and just gives him a little nudge, lets him know that, and then puts him off, and then he nicks the ball. You know what I mean? Listen. I'm not digging Maguire out. He can do it. He can do it, and I hope we see it. And he's got 5 games now to really show everyone.
You know, Mary. We support everyone in this team. We just say it how 100%. We just say it. Like Martial now, he's injured in it, and he's back. But if he gets injured again, I'm starting to edge towards that. Nothing I can do to help you, lad. You know, there's nothing I can do. You're one of them players. You might be one of those players. You're not there yet. Why he's got there a long time ago. But then he was okay, and then he played some games, and now he's injured again. But look, people get injured as well. So you always, you know, with the Martial situation as well, it's the case of it was his hamstring, and then it was his back. It's not the same thing over and over again. Like, oh, my hamstring's gone. Oh, I've come back. Oh, my hamstring's gone. Oh, it's not. So if your back seizes up and gets tight, that can happen. Like, it can happen. It can just happen. Especially if you've been working on different muscle groups to get fit, and like the physio may have not been able to give him the other ones to even it out. So now he's like, you know, maybe one side is too strong and the other one's overcompensating. And all of a sudden, you one of the muscles is all tightened up, and you have to loosen it up. You have to wait. Then you have to rebalance it and get the same strength in both sides of your body. It is such a balancing act to get fit. I'm telling you, it's mad. So hats off to the physios, especially the guys who struggle, like Van Persie. You know, he was injury prone. We know that. He was very injury prone, but he came to United with his own guy, and he stayed fit because he had his own guy, had a proper, specific plan for him alone. Varane's had it recently, and hopefully Martial gets his own now as well. And we have a teammate, because I'm telling you now, once we get him in, Garf, we start playing games, we're going to be battering teams. I swear, I can feel it. I can feel it.
It's good. Injuries don't bother. They don't bother me. You look at Alan Shearer, exactly what you're saying about different. Alan Shearer had a couple of horrific injuries, and they were different injuries. He's still the top scorer of all time. You know what I mean? So that's what you got to look at. Darren Anton had a great career. He was called sick note unfairly. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Sort is mustard. He really is. He's a decent player. That guy. So I think he might be injured. So yeah, listen. I'm not. And I know exactly what you mean about, because when I tore my MCL on my left knee, I come back 6 months down the line and done my right almost immediately, like literally almost immediately pulled my right knee muscles and was just like, what's going on here? And it's because I've been putting everything through that right leg for 6 months, man. You know, and that's what's happened with Martial. So we need to rest him. We need him back strong and fit. Because I believe you, Nathan. After we did our thing about Martial, and you see his actual minutes to goal ratio, like the chances to goal ratio, he can be a monster for us still at 26. You know, I mean, he can be. The reason that Ballon d'Or thing was put in his transfer thing is because everyone thought he could get there. So I'm not saying he will, but
I don't think he will either. But I think that's why it's there, because he's got the tools to do it.
Yeah,
whether he do it or not, it's another thing. But I think if he's in the team like we are playing now, and he stays fit, 20 goals. Simple as that. Straight away, 20 goals. I believe it, and I will see it happening. But in terms of that means that's a 1 in 2 ratio, right? So whatever happens end of the season, he's getting a 1-in-2 ratio based on what I said. Minutes to goals. 90 minutes. Let's count them up at the end of the season. And I'm telling you now, it will be 1-in-2 easy. So, yeah.
And he improves Rashford. We know he improves Rashford. We know that they know each other's games now. They've played together for so long. Yeah. So Rashford is not improves Rashford game. Let me rephrase that. Rashford is more comfortable. Yeah, he's more comfortable playing with Martial, and you can see it. The results are on the pitch. You know. What I mean?
It's they bring out the best in each other. And they play for each other, which means they're gonna get much more on the pitch against anyone. You know, Rashford gets it and he plays it to Martial. But Martial can also dribble, then plays it back to Rashford. It's not like a player that you can only bounce it off or a player that don't even bounce you it back. He gets it and he will work on something and put you in and then look again and then you can put him in and then he can put you back in. You're like, wow, he's giving me a ball. Oh, up a goal, go. Ah, there we go. That's what happens when it comes to these players. I've had it before myself. Like I said, Jason Roberts, me, we absolutely destroyed it on our own. There's so many goals we scored, just me and him. Like the ball came to me, I flicked it to him, he flicked it back to me and I put him in, open goal, bang, goal. I'm like, that's simple. It was that simple. It's mad. So without
York and Cole.
Goals. Yeah, you don't get them goals. I'm telling you. But anyway, you've gone for prediction. Are you sticking with your same prediction?
I've got Anthony as a goal scorer.
Have
I got Anthony? I'm sticking 3-1. Result 3-1. Nathan sticking with.
All right, talk to me. Who scores?
I'm having Ronnie score 100%. I've got Rashford scoring. And then I'm going to go for an outside of the box. I'm going for an Eriksen scoring. He's been having shots on the edge of the box recently. I can see an Eriksen screamer coming. I can. So yeah, they're my 3 goal scorers. 3-1. We're not 3-1. We're not keeping it. That's why I've gone 3-1 because we need the 2 goals. I can see us 1-0 at half time and then coming out getting the 2-0 in the second half. 3-1 overall. So
right. Yeah. Let me just have a little think now. Garnacho's playing on the right. Let's say Rashford's on the left. Cristiano up front. I'm going with CR7 getting his goal. That's for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Casemiro. I think he's going to get a goal from
I swear, when I was thinking Eriksen, that's the other one I had in my brain, because they're both having long shots at the moment. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. And then also, I'm going for 3 as well. I'm going for 3-1. I think we're going to win 3-1. And you know what? Mr. Garnacho is going to get me a goal.
He's getting it.
First
senior goal. I can see that. In all honesty, we're doing this for our points, obviously. And I can actually see Ronaldo 2 or 3 goals. Yeah, but I'm not putting. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. In reality, I can see him scoring 2 or 3 goals. But yeah, I can see. You said it a while ago. We need to see goals from the rest of the team. So it'd be nice to see a Casemiro, an Eriksen, a Garnacho scoring. It really will, because it just improves us. So. Yeah, and I would be ecstatic if Garnacho starts. I'm just saying I don't think it'll happen. I think he'll start Alanga. So,
well, Steve K says Soloff is good, but overall as a team they don't score many goals. Varane out may not be a big worry. Well, we'll see. Totti to Hottie says 15 goals scored this season. So yeah, not many at all.
Still love that name. I still love that name. Someone watched the WWF back when I did.
Is that how many goals they've scored this season? 15.
No, it's us. We scored 15.
No, they've scored 15 and let in 1.
Oh,
wait a second. No. What? No. Sorry, they scored 16, let in 15. 1 goal difference. I was about to say,
I'll be revising that 3-1 if they've only conceded 1 goal season.
So 50, how many games did they play there? So they played 12 games and let in 15. So they're not really letting in that many goals, per game. They're not really letting that much. We got to destroy them. We got to play out our best to beat them up. So yeah, I'm going with 3-1 because I hope we get that win. Something inside me says that we're not going to get the 3-1, but I'm just going for 3-1. So I'm thinking, like my gut, that team that I put there was the team that I think Ten Hag will pick. Yeah, not what I want to play. I think you pretty much picked what I want to play, like Lindelof with Martinez, because I think he done really well in the last European game, and I think he deserves to stay in there because he played well, like the rest of the players did. So I would like to see him start, but I don't think he will. And then when I think of the real score, I know I want us to win 3-1, but I can't really see it happening like that. I think we're going to be more like a 2-1. I think we could win the game, but it's not going to be 3-1. I think we're going to just miss out on getting what we need. I got a feeling inside we're going to, but we'll see.
That's just worry. Dave. No, listen, we're due. I'm sure of it. The way we've been playing, we're due a big win, man. And
Yeah,
like
if
the
that
players
everyone,
not.
this is the thing. If everyone was fit, you had
It's
both
only
wings
Varane.
on fire. No, but both wings on fire with the main men like Anthony, Sancho, not Sancho, Anthony, Rashford, Martial playing. I'd say yeah, definitely getting a free. But without that, it's like, you know, you got chances which we're gonna miss. Then you got the chances which you're gonna probably get a goal. But how many chances we're gonna create with this team? So listen, Totti says you do well to score 2 without them scoring. So,
Yeah, that's why I've gone. I don't think that they come away with a 0. I think they do score. But Nath, stop this bad juju. Stop this bad juju. Yeah, 1-0. Yeah, 1-0 at home. Penalty, dodgy penalty.
Yeah, so
dodge
they didn't
penalty.
they didn't really kill us.
No, they come with nothing. They come with nothing. We had nothing, and they had nothing. It was an awful game.
We'll win the game.
And yeah,
2-0. Is that enough? 2-0.
2-0's enough. Yeah, 2-0's enough, mate.
Win the game 2-0. We win the game 2-0. So many scores now, so I can tell you, yes, I told you I was right.
Yeah, which one are we locking in, Nate, for the points, mate? Which one are we locking in for the points?
No, I think 2-0. I'm going to go with 2-0 now. I'm just going to go with the first 2. Garnacho, you're going to have to wait till the weekend, mate, or the next game, because I don't think you'll score. I'm going to go with Ronnie and Casemiro. Simple as that. Yeah. 4-0 United, Todd the Mod. Love that, lad. Love that. Who are your goal scorers? But anyway, we've come to the end.
That's all. I understand. Listen, we have not been great goal scoring recently. Everything I've watched recently, Nath, it just seems to be coming together, man. It really does, fella. So
it is. It is coming together. It is looking good.
I'm actually looking forward to Man United games again. Like in the first time a couple of years, I'm like, yeah. Looking forward to this. I swear to you, last year, mate, I'd do anything. I'd be like, saying to the missus, do you want to go get some dinner? She's like, do you want to watch Man United? I'm like, yeah, I'll just watch the highlights when I get in, you know. I mean, I don't need to see this devastation again.
Watch the whole game again, you know. That's mad. But this is what happens. You know, like when games finish, normally you don't want to watch it again. But like nowadays, you kind of like, right, we're starting to get to them levels now where you can actually watch us again. So anyway, what does that mean? So 5:45. It's like 8 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been 8 o'clock post-match for us. Yeah, 8 o'clock post-match, yeah.
Post-match, 8 p.m. It is post-match, 8 p.m.
And we haven't updated that Twitter handle yet. That is not the right Twitter handle for
yeah, I don't know who did that. Anyway, he's putting that. Stop that, man. What's wrong with you?
I apologise, people. I didn't realise. I just throw it out there.
Come on, man. You're getting it all wrong. What is it? What is it again?
It's just at Dukes United Show, all one word. So you'll find us there on Twitter.
That's what it is. You see, I was look. Just leave it to me, Garf. I'll do it. But yeah, thanks a lot. Anyway, it's been good, guys. Hopefully, enjoying what we've put up for you today. A little bit of info on Real Sociedad. We had a little bit of obviously a few people wanting to hear a bit of team news on the other team, a bit of their last. So what's what we're going to be doing from now on? You know, the last games they've played. Who's the danger man? We're going to look at it like that a bit more and stop just thinking about United only. United. What we're going to do? What are they going to do? How can we stop them? What are we going to do? Let's move on from there. Any thoughts on Fabio Miratti? Garf? Any thoughts on
I'm just checking him up now. The Juventus fella, do you know what again? Exhibit, honestly, mate, you're amazing with these. Do you play a lot of Football Manager or something? Because you know all of these youth, these youth players out of nowhere, mate. I won't lie, mate. I don't know much about him. I really don't. I haven't seen much about. I don't follow much Italian football. But from what I'm reading right now, it sounds like he's one of the next big things. We'll yeah, I still got to look at the list of players you gave me on Monday, Exhibit. Honestly, mate, I still will go through them. So now I'll add another one to it as well. But yeah, saying his sentiment, it's it looks decent from what I'm seeing. Looks decent.
We'll have a look into see what we can find. Yeah. We'll come back to you, Exhibit. Keep bringing them up, lad. Keep bringing them up. But until then, all the best for the game. Make sure you tune in for the post-match reaction. Before that, he says, I look for the best possible person to suit United. Exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. You keep doing that, lad. And then I'll send it into Ten Hag as well, yeah?
Yeah, from what I'm looking at, he'd replace Ericsson, and he looks like he's got the skills and the talent to do it at 19. Like you say, everything I'm reading in the exhibit, it says he's a really great player. I'd be interested in the fee, though. Juventus are usually quite decent with us. We can get a decent, get it down. You know what I mean? So it'd be interesting.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Make sure you hit the like button, and we'll see you guys tomorrow after a hopeful win of 2-0. Peace.